Sadiq. He knocked it down! Jamal bin Sadiq!
I was still a youngster. I made a mistake, got hit, dropped.
The king still reigns supreme.
It's 1-1. I want to fight Rico again.
Boss right now. You know, I'm the king of the jungle, and if he wants it, try and come and get it, baby.
I'm the Goliath, man. I know I can do this.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in from around the world for our virtual press conference for GLoRy 77, which comes your way live January 30th, exclusively on pay-per-view. Go to glorykickboxing.com right now for more information and on how you can witness history. Before we bring on Rico Verhoeven and Jamal bin Sadiq, we want to take a few moments to recognize what happened yesterday. Everyone here at GLoRy, as well as kickboxing supporters around the world, are in mourning. As many of you know, one of kickboxing's all-time greats, Robin van Roosmalen, and his sister Melissa were involved in a tragic accident yesterday. Melissa was killed instantly. Robin is in a hospital right now fighting for his life. Our hearts are with the Roosmalen family. And to Robin, we know you will fight with all the courage and heart you showed every time you stepped in the ring. You are a legend, and may God bless you. And with that, we move on. GLoRy 77, live January 30th on pay-per-view. It's brought to you by Jack's Casino and by Fairtex. 4 world title fights in one night. It is quite simply the biggest card in GLoRy kickboxing history. And of course, in our main event, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Rico Verhoeven, making his 10th world title defense, faces off against his old foe, who's coming off an 8-man heavyweight tournament championship where he knocked out Benjamin Adegbuyi in the final with only one arm. Let's start with you, the challenger. Jamal, take us back to that moment. How did you do it? How did you beat him with a broken arm in the final?
Well, at that moment it was a tournament, and I fight the first fight against Tafa. I won that fight on technical knockout in the first round. After I beat Guto Innocent with points, I broke my hand in the second round of that fight. And after that, in the finals, the game has changed a little bit. Standing right in front and beat Benjamin only with one hand. It was a tournament. I think also he was tired. And in the tournament also you need to have a little bit of luck to win the tournament. But I'm a tournament fighter. It was my day, my night, and I won the tournament with one hand.
Well, congratulations on that great victory. I know you can't wait to fight again. And Rico, let's revisit your last bout, obviously against Badr Hari. Now that you've had time to reflect on that battle, how did you rate your performance and what went down?
Yeah, it was okay. It was an okay performance. A lot of stuff privately was going on, but yeah, you know, we talked about it. We've been there, so yeah. Now I'm happy to just get back into the ring and yeah, get my 10th title defense. Let's do it.
All right, and Jamal, this fight is finally here. I know you wanted a shot at Rico again. What will be different this time around than your second battle with him?
Well, I think there will be no big difference. I was only waiting for my fight because I won the tournament, and I broke my hand at that fight, so I had a couple of months of recovery. After that, the pandemic from Corona came, so I waited 2 years for this fight, and I think I'm a little bit older now. I have more experience, and that will be the difference for me at this fight.
And Rico, take us back to that second fight. He seemed to have you in a lot of trouble there in the first round.
Yeah, that's exactly. That was literally it. So he was there for the first round. I made a mistake. He clipped me, and yeah, from that moment on, I dominated the fight. So I think that's all she wrote.
Jamal, you saw Rico's fight against Badr Hari where he put the champ down twice. Does that give you any extra motivation or extra incentive that you can get the job done on January 30th?
Not really. It is a different fight. I'm a different fighter. I enjoyed the fight, and it was a big event, and a lot of audience came for that fight. So, but we are different fighters, and I respect it. I respect all of these fighters, but I'm also a different fighter. So, no, I fight. I have my own fighting style, and that's what I trust.
Rico, usually when two big name fighters get together and fight afterwards, they hug it out, they show each other mutual respect, and they move on. But that doesn't seem to be the case between you and Jamal. Why is that?
I think that doesn't really come from my side. I think that came from his side. You know, I knocked him out after the fight. Well, before the fight, a lot of stuff happened. Of course, he spit me in the face. He lied about stuff I said. So he lied to the media about it. Then after the fight, I did what I told. I did what I said I was going to do. I knocked him out in the 5th round. Now, then, you know, for me, everything's over. We did what we had to do. We fought. We made a big event. Everybody was happy. And I just like, yo, I want to shake his hand. And yeah, he didn't even look at me. Didn't even, like Nick, his trainer, told him like, hey, touch it. And then he just like touched it. But he didn't even look at me. Didn't give no respect or whatever. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. It's just I don't know, a lack of respect, or I don't know what it is. Actually, you got to ask him. I don't know what it is. But for me, it doesn't really matter, actually. You know, it's a fight is a fight, and sometimes you match with people, and yeah, you're just on the same level, and you can talk and whatever, talk shit, hype a fight, and make big events together. And this is just different. Now it's just like the real deal.
What's your response to that, Jamal?
Well, like I said before, it was 3 years ago. I'm much older now. I have much more experience in this game, in the fight game. So I'm a different fighter at the moment. I think different. I fight different. Everything is different at this moment, and I only look forward to the future. I don't think at what happened in 2017. That's my answer.
All right, let's take some questions from the media. They've sent these in. I'll start with Joel from Fight TV, who says, Jamal, you've both won one fight apiece against each other. As you head into the trilogy fight, do you feel the necessary adjustments were made through changes in training, or has it been more mental preparation?
I think the most mental, because at that moment in 2017 it was the first time I have a 5 rounds fight, and so I think I changed a little bit the game. I focused more on my physique, and I changed a little bit my training, and I think that will make the difference, the 30 of this month.
All right, Rico Santiago from AT5 wants to know, GLoRy's entering a new phase with broadcasting exclusively on pay-per-view. You're the face of GLoRy. A lot of pressure on you now for this. How do you feel about the new chapter?
Yeah, I'm very, very excited about the new chapter. I think this is the only sustainable way for a huge combat organization to stay alive and to grow. So I'm very excited about this chapter, and of course, due to all the COVID stuff going on and all the new regulations and actually like the new world and the new situation, we're not allowed to have audience. So that sucks for us, the fighters, and everybody that's on the card, because we, if I can speak for myself, and I think for other fighters as well, we get a lot of like extra adrenaline from the audience, but now we miss that, but we can still give that to the people, the top of our performance, when they look live at home, and they all, for the same price, have a front row seat.
All right, Jamal, this is from Bart from New Sport. You said many times your childhood dream has been to become world champion. Does this fight feel like it's your ultimate and perhaps only chance left?
I don't think that it's my only chance left, but that's how I think. I think it's a new time for a new world champion, and I'm also ready to be an example for the other fighters, for the youth fighters. So I think it's a new chapter for GLoRy to have a new world heavyweight champion. Yes.
Lars from The Telegraph. Rico, how was it to have to wait so long for a new fight after Collision 2? How did it make you feel now that you've waited so long for another fight?
Well, actually, Collision 2 also took like a year. So I fought a year before, then I had Collision 2, and now another year. So yeah, for me, I have enough stuff to do. I got a lot of fun business next to kickboxing and next to being an athlete. But being an athlete is like my main thing. That's what I do, that's what I enjoy. And I train every day. Even though I do other stuff, I train every day, and next to that, I do all the other stuff. So I have a lot of fun things. And then, of course, the COVID situation came. So yeah, everything made it more difficult, or else probably this fight was going to be way earlier. But now we're just happy in a new reality we can do this. Yeah, it's an empty arena, but still we're able to set up a pay-per-view and get into a new era.
All right, Mateus from NOS wants to know, Rico, how do you expect this fight to look compared to your last encounter with Jamal?
Yeah, he's probably going to be a little bit fitter than he was last time. But if he thinks that's going to be the difference, yeah, I hope so for him. But I think if you look at the fight, there was so much more going on, and we're just on a different level. We're balling. I'm balling on a whole different level, and it's like the kickboxing intelligence. He's a good fighter. He's big and he's strong, and he has decent techniques. But for the rest, I don't really, see dangers in him. So if he has a little bit more condition and he thinks that's going to help him, good luck.
Yeah, Jamal, it seems like everybody who fights Rico, if they're going to get him in trouble, it's going to be in the first couple rounds. Badr did it. You did it. Do you feel that that's got to be the strategy for you again this time around?
I don't need 5 rounds to win from him. That's one thing for sure. I think he knows that also. But like I said, I train it on different things. I learned from my last fight with him. And like I said, I don't need 5 rounds to win from him. And he knows that.
Yeah, what did you learn? You learned how to fall down in the corner, fell asleep. That's what you learned. You caught me because I made a mistake. That's what happened. And for the rest of the fight, you wasn't even there. Radio silence. So I guess I'm right, but it's all good. It's I respect you as a fighter, but when we're there, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. We're on a different level, and if you think some extra condition training is gonna help you, you're wrong, buddy.
Jamal, if you get him in trouble again like you did in the first round, how will you be able to put him away this time?
Well, like I said before, I don't need 5 rounds to win from him, and he knows that.
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
And
last time you said, I'm not going to need 5 rounds. You just touched me once. You couldn't finish it. Then I finished you in the 5th, like I predicted. So,
what's your prediction this time, Rico?
Well, this time I'm not going to predict. I'm going to keep it a nice surprise. No, it's going to be good. It's a good fight. It's a fight people want to see. So, but I know he gained some confidence from this 8-man tournament. That was like a political correct tournament, because he knows he was definitely lucky.
To be fair, Rico, he beat your training partner. The guy just beat Badr. He beat him with a broken arm.
Come on, Todd. Stop that. My training partner had like 2 hard fights. This guy had two guys that were like beat up, and Tafa, with the groin guard and things. There was so much stuff going on, and then even in the fight with Benny, he punched. He hurt his hand. Normally, the referee was supposed to stop the fight, because you're not allowed to give an 8 count. So when he hits Benny, he hurts his hand. He turns away. He turns his back. The referee said, "You want to fight? You want to fight? No? Okay, boom. The fight is over." So I don't really know what we're talking about. So, but put these guys together in a fit fight, then we got to fight. Then we can talk about if he beat Benny, yes or no. But in a tournament like this, it's not a fair game. And he knows, like he said, he was a little bit lucky. He had the right side, the right opponents for him. So Yeah, so that's a fair point to him. He won the tournament, and he said it himself. Yeah, he was. You need to be a little bit lucky in an 8-man tournament, and he did. But yes, he finished well. So yeah, take my hat off to that. But for the rest, it is what it is.
How much stock do you put in beating Benny Adigbui that night, Jamal?
Well, I think yes, because he was ready to fight, and when he wasn't, then he don't need to step into the ring. He knows what he get when you know what you get when you step into the ring. So it was a fair fight, and I beat him easily. So, but like I said, it was a tournament, and tournament is different from a single fight. He knows, everybody knows. It was my night. I was ready to win the tournament. I was mental the strongest there to win the tournament. I had a vision, I had a dream to take a title shot again, and that's what I did.
Okay, Ron from Fight Sport wants to know, Jamal, after you beat Rico, who would you like to fight?
Well, everybody at one time. We will look who's standing behind me, and he will get the chance.
Rico, what do you think? This is also from Ron. What do you think of the new heavyweights that have joined GLoRy recently? Do any of them pose a threat to you in the future, do you feel?
Yeah, we have some exciting fighters came to the roster. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. So we have Tarek Kababis, he's a good fighter. Comes forward a lot, but I'm really curious to see how he's gonna do with with the highest level fighters. We got Levi Richters, who fought a nice tournament in the previous GLoRy. So I think he's definitely even a potential champion in the future. So who do we have else? Katinas, strong power guy. So yeah, excited.
Tim from ANP Sport wants to know, Rico, where did you watch Badr Hari versus Benny Adigbui, and what did you make of that performance?
On the couch at home. So there was, it was really nice. It was really nice. Front row seat. And when it was done, we went straight to bed. So no, that was perfect. It was an amazing performance. Couldn't be more proud. So he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did a lot of damage. His hands were good. Made a small mistake in the second round, but like I said, we are durable, man. You can hit us, we can go down, but we get up and we finish business. We finish business. That's what we do, because the fight ain't over till it's over. So you can bring somebody in so much trouble in the first round, the second round, the third round, but the fight ain't over till it's over. So that's how we look at the fight game. So
do you think that loss prevents perhaps a third encounter between you and Badr Hari?
I don't know. I don't really feel like if somebody loses a fight that because I heard I read a lot of comments like, oh, he's done and this and that, but I don't think he's done. He just I don't know, maybe didn't have his night, or calculated the fight wrong, or maybe entered the ring with a different mindset or whatever. I don't know. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe he does a few fights, wins them, and then he can get back in line, and yeah, we can do it again. Collision 3. Why not?
Fetti from MMA Watcher wants to know, Jamal, there are fighters who say there are athletes that are crowd fighters. They perform better under the lights with the fans. Have you thought about what it's going to be like to fight without any fans, and how will that affect you in the ring?
Well, I never did before to fight without fans, but I don't know. It's the first time, and I need to look how it feels and how it's done. So it's the first time for me, but I'm looking forward to do it. It's the first time that we fight without fans, but I think they are all watching on pay-per-view on television in the front. So I'm looking forward to it.
Jamal, you've been out of the ring for almost 2 years now. How much will ring rust be a problem for you, do you think?
Well, I didn't fight for 2 years now. Like I said before, I had an injury before, and after that I came back in training. But I never lost training. So I have so much training partners to keep me fit, to keep me strong. So I think I didn't lose any fighting experience in the ring. So I'm looking forward to the 30s.
This question for Rico from Whale, Euro, and a Dream. Rico, the last time you got caught a couple times by Jamal, what exactly did you do wrong, and what did Jamal do right?
Well, he caught me once, and yeah, he took his moment off of that. But yeah, I just like, I believe I was standing in a southpaw stance, like right in front of him, and he threw the right hand, and I just like walked straight into it. That's it. So that was his moment, and yeah, it was good. And he tried to take advantage of that, but yeah, like after 10 seconds or 8 seconds, I was back in the fight. But of course, he's in attack mode, so he's like blowing everything out. Bah, bah. He's trying to do it as much as he can, but yeah, it wasn't enough, and he had like 1 minute 20, 1 minute 10 over. So we just passed like half of the first round, so we had enough time to try and get me out of there, but that didn't work. So yeah, that actually was what it was. You know, for the rest, I was there in the fight, came back in the second round, won the second, won the third, won the fourth, and finished it in the fifth. So I don't really feel like that was a close fight.
Jamal, how close do you think you came that night to becoming world heavyweight champion?
Like I said before, I think I don't was ready to become world heavyweight champion. He did a good job. It was his night. It was his fight. He did well. But in every fight, it can finish very quick, and that was what I learned. And the fight isn't over in the first round or in the second round. World heavyweight title is 5 rounds, so that's what I learned that night, and that's what I keep with me for the next time.
All right, Rico, here's your chance to address your fans around the world. What can they expect to see January 30th live on pay-per-view when you fight Jamal bin Saddik?
All right, guys, January 30th, we got a live pay-per-view. We got 4 title fights on one night. That's amazing. That's a record-setting fight night with four world titles, including me and Jamal. That's going to be one hell of a fight, of course. Like I said last time, like I did last time, I finished him, and that's what we're going to do this time as well. So don't miss it. Buy that pay-per-view. Make sure you tune in.
And Jamal, your message to your fans and your friends around the world.
So first of all, I want to say I think GLoRy. I'm happy that GLoRy brings the biggest event in 2021 and 4 world titles that night. That's big. Never happened before. And yes, for my fight, I bring always fire in my fights, and I'm ready to become world heavyweight champion. It's time for a new face. It's time for a new world heavyweight champion, and that will be me, the 30s, inshallah.
All right, and before we go, guys, I know you both wanted to say something. Rico, you first. Just what kind of person Robin van Roosmalen is, and your message to him as he fights for his life right now.
Yeah, Robin, you know you're a good friend. We're management teammates, so keep fighting, brother. And I know I pray for you and get through this. And it's a hard time, you know. You got into an accident. You even lost your sister. Now you're fighting for your own life. So yeah, I'm just praying for you and your family, brother.
And Jamal, kickboxing is obviously a tight-knit community. I know you crossed paths with him many times. What's your message?
I trained before with him. He's a good friend of me, and it's very tragic what happened yesterday. And I hope he will be recovered very, very soon. And my condolences to his family and to his friends. And I hope he recovers soon and he come back to training and back in healthy lifestyle, I hope.
All right. Thanks, gentlemen. Okay, and with that, we turn our attention now. January 30th, as Rico mentioned, 4 world title fights on the same card. And, of course, the headliner, the trilogy finale, Jamal bin Saddik versus Rico Verhoeven. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us. Peace out.
GLoRy heavyweight champion of the world. One shot.
intensity.
He knocked it down! Jamal bin Sadi!
I was still a youngster. I made a mistake, got hit, dropped.
The king still reigns supreme!
It's 1-1. I want to fight Rico again.
Boss right now. You know, I'm the king of the jungle, and if he wants it, try and come and get it, baby.
I'm the Goliath man. I know I can do this.